It is unusual for brands to fold up after fatality and rejection. Domino's is an exception. This is the story of how Domino's turned the tides around, from being the hated, obsolete, horrible reputation with a debt of millions of dollars and on the verge of a fold-up, to becoming one of the top pizza brands in the entire world. Origins of Domino's Pizza. Tom Monaghan and his brother James are the protagonists of the Domino's story. After their father passed away when Tom was just 4 years old, the brothers spent some of their childhood in foster homes and orphanages. Tom developed a committed work ethic, which came in useful when James learned that a pizza business in Ypsilanti, Michigan was up for sale. In 1960, they put together enough money for a down payment of $500 and bought Dominick's, which Dominick DeVarti had previously owned. Tom described the challenges of starting a company in the book Living the Faith. "I'll never forget how inadequate I felt on opening day. And when the first customer walked in and gave me his order, I stared at him like a fool. At that point, I had made only 2 or 3 pizzas in my life, and the thought of him standing there watching my fumbling efforts was paralyzing." As a result of James trading away his share of the firm, Tom became the sole proprietor and soon learned the ropes of the pizza industry. By 1965, Tom had expanded to 2 more pizza shops, but he was having trouble. He wanted them all to share a common moniker, but DeVarti refused to let him. Finally, Domino's was proposed by former worker Jim Kennedy, and Tom thought it would be a good fit for the company. Expansion. The company's early success may be attributed to the strategic store placement. Placing pizzerias near university campuses was a priority for Monaghan. By positioning his product near his target market, he could capitalize on Domino's established reputation for delivering pizza promptly. As a consequence of adopting this approach, the company expanded to more than 200 locations by 1978. The firm rapidly developed, and by 1989, it had 5,000 outlets throughout the globe. In addition, Domino's has focused on its speedy delivery times as a differentiating factor from rivals. In 1984, the firm began promising customers a full refund if their pizza didn't arrive within 30 minutes. Unfortunately, this assurance marked the beginning of a long decline for the pizza behemoth. The setback. Our growth looked like the path of a kite that shoots straight up, then flips and drives to the earth. Tom Monaghan. Dangerous outcomes resulted from the 30-minute guarantee. In 1993, a jury awarded $79 million in damages against Domino's Pizza because of several incidents involving delivery drivers. One of these incidents resulted in death. Domino's promptly cancelled the promise when a judge found it encouraged dangerous driving. Domino's success was due more to the speed of its service than the quality of its meals. A lack of such assurance left the corporation with few options. Despite the saturated pizza industry, certain companies, like Little Caesars, have succeeded by catering to a specific customer base with unique offerings. Even before the case, rivals had caught up to them regarding how rapidly they could deliver pizza. Domino's had its first revenue decrease ever in 1992 as a result of competition from Pizza Hut for delivery customers. Mr. Tom Monaghan resigned. Domino's seemed competitive despite their losses, but a major leadership shift ruined their efforts. Tom Monaghan, the creator of Domino's Pizza, announced his retirement in 1998, abandoning the firm when it might have benefited from his vision and leadership tactics. The corporation was devastated by this shift in leadership. Domino's relied on diversifying its menu to compensate for the lack of strong leadership. Not much was made of these efforts, and by 2004, the corporation owed more than $943 million. Domino's Pizza was experiencing declining sales. In 2009, a customer taste preference poll found that Domino's and Chuck E. Cheese were tied for the worst tasting pizzas. Author Jason Sheehan of Westward summed up the pizza's poor quality by saying, "The pizzas taste like junk." The comeback of Domino's through ad campaigns. A new and potentially ambitious marketing campaign for Domino's Pizza was launched in 2009. J. Patrick Doyle, who was the president of the United States division at the time, oversaw the campaign's push for introspection. In a bold display of candor, Domino's acknowledged its history of missteps and stated its intention to make amends. Domino's Pizza Turnaround, the now iconic video, spearheaded the initiative. In the video, executives and workers at Domino's Pizzas read some of the harshest reviews of the firm and its pizza. Extreme humility and forthright responsibility from a business was quite unusual. When the company finally admitted its mistakes, many people were relieved. Domino's statement to its customers was unequivocal. "We messed up. Visit again and observe how much has changed." Formulating a new strategy for victory. The advertising drive was coupled with the commitment to higher culinary standards. Domino's original pizza recipe dates back to the very beginning of the firm. By the time Domino's decided to make a change, the recipe had been in use for over half a century. The changes wouldn't be superficial, almost everything would be brand new. Customers could now choose from an array of additional toppings, including a different sauce, cheese, and crust. Howard Gordon, a consultant, described how dramatic the shift was in the recent story for USA Today. When asked whether he was aware of any other restaurant chains that had tried this, Gordon said, "No. After you've established your brand, it's yours to keep. If you abandon it, you admit that your whole life's work has been for nothing." Commencing conversations with workers. Another problem for Domino's was the frequent resignation of workers. Doyle's predecessor as CEO, David Brandon, also felt compelled to investigate. He joined the ranks of the rest of the workforce by participating in the company's standard employee training program. He also held open forums with employees to get feedback on how the business might improve. As a result, Brandon implemented the new procedures immediately. Among these changes were the loosening of the dress code, the introduction of new leadership development courses, and the overhauling of the college recruitment process. In his role as CEO, Doyle had maintained his prior advocacy for staff members' voices to be heard. After a short time at the helm, Doyle was recognized by the Detroit Free Press Top Workplaces poll with the Leadership Award. Domino's patrons might use this channel of interaction as well. As part of this effort, they maintained a firm commitment to their company's principle of championing our customers. As was previously indicated, the organization listened carefully to client feedback and resolved their concerns accordingly. This facilitated a rapid improvement in their situation. The adoption of technology. Domino's was also an early adopter of mobile internet ordering for customers, a trend that lagged behind rival pizza giants. But, lucky for us, Domino's upper management saw the opportunity and leaped at the chance to make life easier for their customers. Moreover, in 2008, the firm launched a pizza tracker, a web-based tool for keeping tabs on pizza deliveries. Pizza Hut, by contrast, didn't implement its tracking system until 2017. Delivery times of 30 minutes or less were no longer guaranteed, but online and mobile ordering enabled Domino's to keep its fast service and convenient reputation. Patrick Doyle said, "We are as much a tech company as we are a pizza company." A look at the numbers says it all. Doyle was promoted to the CEO of Domino's in 2010 after leading a successful turnaround campaign. Pizza Today magazine honored Domino's with the Chain of the Year award in 2011. There was a roughly 10% increase in the same-store sales in 2010, bringing the total sales for the year to over $7 billion. And it wasn't just a temporary phenomenon. The success persists to this very day. As of the end of 2010, a share of Domino's stock was worth just $8.76. The price per share as of right now is $391. Domino's incredible turnaround demonstrates how much of a difference strong leadership can make. Do you feel that Domino's is the best pizza brand out there? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.